Okay, step 2. I am going to actually use my finger for this part. And the reason that I'm going to do it is because my color is much darker because I have a spray tan, and I want to make sure that I'm using the littlest makeup that I need to get the coverage. So I'm using Sandy. I'm gonna use my finger, and I'm literally just going to put some dots on my face. And I can always go back in and add, but for right now, I just wanna make sure that I don't use too much product when I don't need it. Goodness, get in there. Okay. So I put it right here underneath my contour, put it on my chin, I put it on the sides of my nose, and I'm just gonna take a teeny bit and go right above that contour. I will leave this makeup list just for a second, and I'll put a couple dots right above my brow, okay? So the way I like to do it is I'm gonna go ahead and blend that just to see if I need any more. So I'm taking the smaller side of the blush and bronzer brush, and I'm just pushing that into my skin. So that is the easiest method when you are really trying to conserve your makeup, or if you feel like, because your makeup, it should feel like you have nothing on your skin. It should literally feel like your skin. So if you're going through the day or you first apply it and it feels cakey, try this method because it definitely makes a difference. I can be pretty heavy-handed, and this totally works as far as using less product. And if you crease, which even though I have wrinkles on my forehead, and don't really crease on my forehead. Where I do crease is right here between my brows. So I'm gonna make sure that I only put one color right here, and I'm gonna put my accent highlight there, and I'm gonna use just enough to give me coverage. So if you are, if certain areas of your face crease, try to use less makeup in those areas, and then make sure that you use a perfector sponge at the very end to pick up any excess makeup that you may not even realize that's on your face. Okay, so just to get up closer, you can kind of see that that little bit of makeup did good. I don't need any more. Okay, I guess I should put a little bit on my eyes. I forgot. I did not do anything to my eyes. So a little bit on the eye and just blend that out. All right, so now what we're going to do, I guess I could also tell you, the other good thing about using your fingers is your fingers are warm, your face is warm, or it's, your temperature. So it's going to go ahead and start melting that makeup into your skin, which really helps it when blending. It blends so easy. Okay, so the next step, and I'm going back to my Detail HAC brush, I'm going to use my accent highlight, which this is the lightest one we have. I'm using Moonlit. It's one of my absolute favorites. I really don't switch it out, but keep in mind that your accent highlight is pretty versatile. You can use most of them just depending on what your highlight color is. So if you need help, just let me know. I'm gonna put that right there. Look how bright that is. You only need a little bit, I promise, 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 because it's cream and I'm going to be able to blend it out, okay? And like I said, I'm just gonna put a teeny bit right there because that is where I crease. I'm going to, just because I'm being a little extra, put some right underneath my contour, and what that's going to do is really define that contour line. So it's not something I usually do like on an everyday basis, but if I'm like trying to glam it up, I usually will do that because it really defines that line and makes it gorgeous. Options if you want to put a little bit there, a little bit there, and then you do want to put it down your nose, the bridge of your nose. If you feel like you over blend your nose contour, I highly recommend using the Perfector sponge. It's very, very like user friendly. And it really helps with not over blending. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and blend this out. I'm gonna use my blush and bronzer brush. I'm just wiping my brush off. If you have a cleaning towel, you can use that. And I'm just gonna lightly blend this in. Let me get a little closer so you can see. Don't check out the eyebrows, they need to be done. And so, like I said a little earlier, the thing that I absolutely love about cream makeup is that it is 110% foolproof. You can change everything until you set it. So you can make changes, you can fix it, whatever you want to do until you then set it. Once you set it, don't mess with it anymore. But it's honestly just so user-friendly. And it makes life so easy. Okay, so I'm just blending out that contour a little bit. Okay. So now what we're gonna do is we're going to use a little bit of a blush color, and I am going to use, I think I'm gonna use Tropicana. Yes. So I'm using this one right here. I'm using my blush and bronzer brush. And I'm going to put that right above my contour. This color, I just cannot give it enough kudos because it is so gorgeous on the skin. Let me swatch it. So gorgeous. And our colors are very buildable, which is also why you just want to go in with a little bit, and if you need more, go ahead and build it up. So your foundation shade is going to last you anywhere from 2 to 4 months, just depending on how often you apply your makeup. Your accent highlight, so the color that I put, the bright color, will last you, I would say 4 to 6 months, because you're using very little product. Your lip and cheek color, so the color I just put on my cheeks, is going to last you 9 to 12 months, maybe longer. And then your contour, I would say 6 to 9 months as well. Okay, so we have that there. Let's go a couple extra steps just to show you. Now, I'm going to use Muse Highlight. So this is a dupe for Bella Bronzer. I just love it. I'm going to use the bigger side of my blush and bronzer brush. Get some of that on there. And I'm going to put it on the outer corners of my face to really give me the warmth, okay? And when I say warmth, it's like a warm summery glow. Now, you can use it year round, just obviously make sure that, you know, everything is blended out. But once you start using bronzer, it's hard to stop using it. Because it really just, oh, it's so pretty. And keep in mind that bronzer and contour are different. Contour has like an ashy gray undertone, which is gonna create those shadows, where bronzer has a warm tone to it. Just like if you were sitting out in the sun, you would get, you know, that warm color to you. Okay, so, and just look, get close. Look at that. It doesn't look cakey. I truly don't feel it on my skin. This side feels exactly like this side. So if you're feeling it on your face, you are probably applying too much, which is why I would say use your hand, your fingers. Okay, I'm gonna use Honey Illuminator. I'm gonna use my bigger side of my Detail HAC. This is a cream. It is one of my favorite illuminators. And you're just gonna put that on the tops of your cheekbone. You can also put it, I'm just putting a teeny bit on the bridge of your nose. You can do your Cupid's bow, or you can do it as an eyeshadow or a brow bone shade. You can add it to your lips, all the things. Okay, now last thing before I do the comparison. I'm using my lip and cheek color. This is nude. So the cool thing about our colors is our lip and cheeks are a lipstick. And I say lipstick, they're more of just like a, I mean, they are a lipstick, but it probably will only stay on for a couple hours. depending on, you know, what you're doing. It's not like a stain. So, but you can use it as a lipstick, as a cheek color. You can also use it, which, you know what, let me just show you really quick. You can also use it as a eyeshadow color. So I'm gonna use my finger. I'm using Nude. I'm gonna do my whole lid. How pretty is that? And I'm gonna just take my brush, make sure your brush is clean, and just move that around, make sure it's where I want it. Now, you have to set cream, okay? It doesn't matter whether it's on your face, it doesn't matter if it's on your eyes, it needs to be set. So I'm gonna go over it with, what color? I'm gonna go over it with, I'm just gonna use Cupcake. Just to set it. But more bang for your buck to be able to use one color for 3 things if you choose to. Okay? And then I'm just gonna use a little bit of a shimmer for my brow bone, and I just kind of bring that down. And then I will use Lullaby, which is very similar to Nude. Lullaby is an eyeshadow color, as a bottom liner. Okay, so let's get closer. Now, I haven't set my face, but I just wanted to show you close up the difference between the two sides. I got some in my eye. So, how amazing is that coverage? Like I said, we're getting close up. Like literally, do you see the difference between, you can see the coverage difference, but it doesn't look cakey, okay? I can go like this and it's not creasing. Like I said, I do crease right here, so that's why I make sure I put very minimum product there. Now I'm gonna go ahead and set it. And that's it. If you are interested in being color matched, I will put a link in the description and you can fill it out and I will send you all the colors that match your skin tone. Have a good one.